and welcome to UnderCover, the live stream music experience where artists don't just play their own music, but cover each other's songs as well. My name's Sam. I run the blog Bands Do BK here in Brooklyn, and I am so stoked to be hosting what's going to be an amazing evening of music. Tonight, we've got Lisa Go and Aradia. We'll be playing some originals and some covers. That'll be followed by a VJ set from the one and only Eclectic Method. It's going to be an awesome night of music. I am so pumped on it, and we're so happy to have you. One thing to keep in mind is while this is a free show, we do have a virtual tip jar. So if you want to support the artists, support the show, and support the Musicians Foundation, which is a really awesome organization, you can find a link in the comments. We are also selling some sweet merch, which is also a great way to support everyone involved. All right, that's enough of that. I'm going to introduce our artists. In Nashville, we have Lisa Go, and from right here in NYC, Aradia. How are y'all doing?
Yeah!
How's it going?
I'm always so happy when the spiel is done. I'm like, then I can just talk to you guys.
I've been living under the ocean and kind of getting pruny and ready to get out, you know. That's where I'm at.
These mermaid vibes.
Yeah, I definitely miss traveling, so I thought I'd bring some of the tropical into my little hole here.
Well, y'all look amazing.
I appreciate that for sure. Like,
y'all look good. Just there's nowhere to go. Awesome. Well, I think, Lisa, we've got you up first. You're going to kick it off with an original and then play a cover of one of Aradia's songs. So I will hand it off to you.
Oh, this is so exciting. I get to go first. Normally, I like to save. I don't even want to call it the best for last. I will say this one song that most people are more familiar with my music, and this song is called Come Home to Me, and I had the pleasure of writing it with my friend Ernie Halter, and oh, the tendrils are tendriling. And random. I have never met this Canadian human, but his name is Justin Bieber, and he decided to start playing it live. So this song is called Come Home to Me. It was rumored to be his love song to Selena Gomez. I really appreciate him playing it. Never met him. We should write sometime, bro. You know, that'd be cool. So without further ado, let's go. Come home to me. Come home to me. Come home to me. Back into my arms. Home where you belong. Come home to me. Yeah, come home to me. If home is where you are, then home is way too far away. TV light, blue and white, and I just can't fall asleep, so I move over to a space where you should be. Even halfway seems so far, over mountains and diamond stars. Well, everybody's got their own way home. So come home to me. Yeah, come home to me. Back into my arms. Yeah, home where you belong. Come home to me. Come home to me. If home is where you are, then home is way too far away. And all my life I've dreamed of love and never thought it would hurt this much to kiss goodbye and wait for your return. So I'll be strong and hold on to the picture and the thought of you getting all the love that you deserve. So come home to me. Yeah, come home to me. Back into my arms. Home where you belong. Come home to me. Come on to me. If home is where you are, then home is way too far away. Too far away. Too far away. If home is where you are, then home is way too far away. Yay!
Yes, that
I'm
sounded
sure
amazing.
A lot of pandemic partnerships are feeling that way right now.
Weird times.
Yeah.
Amazing. And you are going to cover one of Aradia's next. What do you plan?
Yes. Okay. So this is so fun. This was really a great, fun idea. I've never done this with friends. I've always just done covers, obviously, of other people. But I think I'm going to start with one of her songs called Become One. Oh, that's weird. Justin Bieber just popped up on my screen. It's just a notification, not from him. Not from him. Casual.
Bring him on. Patch him in.
Hey, Justin. So let's talk about you singing that song that one time, then not recording it. But it's cool. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever. Anyhow, this song's called Become One. Just making jokes. Hold on. Let's get these words. The sun will rise, sun will set. I cannot forget all the nights, all the days, all the things we said. Empty heart, empty home. Then you came along. We can start, we can flow, and we can go wrong. So dance with me, feel the music, baby. Stay with me, and we can become one. Yeah, dance with me, feel the music, baby. Stay with me, and we can become one. You take my heart, take my hand, and you'll understand that nobody can love you the way that I can. You're my heart, you're my soul. Yeah, you make me whole. Fan a flame in my heart, burning out of control. Yeah, there's a place in my dreams where just you and me can be you, can be me. Yeah, you set me free. Yeah, we can soar, we can fly. Yeah, you take me high. You're the reason I breathe. You're my reason why. So dance with me. Feel the music, baby. Stay with me, and we can become one. You dance with me. Feel the music, baby. Stay with me, and we can become. So feel me surrounding you with my song. 'Cause you know I've waited for so long, so long, so long. Yeah. So dance with me. Feel the music, baby. You stay with me, and we can become one. Yeah. Stay with me. You feel the music, baby. Stay with me, and we can become one. You dance with me. You feel the music, baby. You stay with me, and we can become one. You dance with me. You feel the music, baby. You stay with me, and we could become one. Yeah. That was really fun to learn already, by the way. Just saying.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Oh. Did I do it justice?
Okay, so I told someone, I was like, whatever she does, it's going to be beautiful and expressive, but I have a feeling I'm going to like hear what my song actually means. And
Oh,
I'm trying not to cry. I'm serious.
feelings.
Like, no, for Rizzle, like that was so friggin' beautiful. Like, just like you. But for real, no, seriously, like that was so beautiful. That was like all of the feelings in the song. So I'm very cerebral, and I wrote that song from here, right? But I'm like, this is always filtering, and I'm like, let me produce the hell out of this and make it into a whatever, and because that's how I create my music. And when at one point the wonderful people at Lakeside asked me if I had a stripped down version of that song, and I'm like, what? No, because I write it the way that I recorded it, and I tried to come up with something, and it was a real struggle to like get into that sort of space. That anyway, you were just in there, and it's just gives the song like all of the heart and all of the meaning that I meant for it, and I'm just so honored. That was gorgeous.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, you're welcome, and thank you, because that was that was just a fun experience. Like it was like, oh yeah, I get this. I know what she's saying.
You
I get
felt it.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
that's the thing.
Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah.
yes, awesome.
Love.
I know, just sitting here, I'm like, oh, everyone loves each other so much. It's a beautiful thing. That sounded amazing, Lisa. And now I'm excited to hear an Aradia song from Aradia. I think we're going to play an original, and then you're going to cover one of Lisa's. So we'll hand it off to you.
Okay, cool.
And this is such a good space you have, by the way. I love it.
Mine?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sequence on sequence.
It's right. I said I wasn't going to do that, and then I ended up doing it. Yeah, it's a small space. It's Brooklyn, right? So like I'm always trying to make it work, and trying to get creative with the configuration and the camera angles and like the backdrops.
It's working.
Thank you. I do feel really lucky that I have a space that I can record in, that I can perform from during this whole thing. It's not something that I ever expected to do, but it's such an experience, and it's such a learning experience. And you really kind of learn what comes across as professional when you watch yourself on video, whether it's like at a venue or doing these live streams. And I can tell you, I've been mortified more than once when I watch some of my videos. I'm like, I gotta get this together.
I like to just put it out in the world, and I'm like, I'm never gonna watch this.
I just spilled water on my face.
It's getting crazy.
I have a drinking problem. Alrighty. So this one, I like to start with this one because, well, I have a very special memory of this song from the New York City Marathon that I played in November, and like it was such an honor to play at that event, and like at least aim to inspire people to do this, what to me seems like an impossible, insurmountable thing. And for and it's a song of frustration, so I kind of felt bad singing the original lyrics, and I ended up kind of changing them up like while I was real time at the marathon. But yeah, it's a song that's just kind of like where you realize how you're kind of holding yourself back, and you want to change it, but you don't really know how, and so you're like, "Arr!" And I feel like I feel like those kind of feels are kind of like big now, because all my friends that I talk to, they're like, yeah, man, we're trapped, like in more ways than one. And I think that's really at the core of what the song is about. But instead of being trapped by like a pandemic, it's being trapped by yourself. Essentially, it's called "In My Head." No, because my cord turned off. I'm sorry, my keytar decided to short out on me today because technology today is just kind of like giving me the finger.
Is Mercury in retrograde? Something is.
Right?
It's gotta be.
It's 2020. They've released some new something out there.
The whole world's in retrograde.
Yes.
The entire
They opened that they
all of
they
the
opened that
machine.
tomb in Egypt, and we were done for.
Oh no. Okay, I'm ready now. Why don't I feel any better? Can't control the way I feel. I got this world inside my head, but I just can't manage to make it real. I'm searching for understanding and a way to light up my life. This world is far too demanding, and there ain't no remedy in my sight. I put it all back together, but it all keeps falling apart. I'm at the end of my tether, and I just can't fix my broken heart. It's not a roller coaster ride. I wanna get off, I wanna hide. Gravity pulls me off a cliff into the night. Gotta get out of my own way. I'm all out of hope and I don't wanna pray. Can it just come together once without a fight? I need it to come together once without a fight. I never had it come easy, and perhaps I never will. I know I'm constantly moving, so I just feel like I'm standing still. There are so many excuses, but that still don't make it right. No, I gotta be where the truth is, or I just won't ever be satisfied. This life's a roller coaster ride. I wanna get off, I wanna hide. Gravity pulls me off a cliff into the night. Gotta get out of my own way. I'm all out of hope, I don't wanna pray. Can it just come together once without a fight? Need it to come together once without a fight. So much noise in my head. Such much noise in my head. So much in my head. Such noise in my head.
Yes.
Thanks.
I've never run a marathon, and I probably will never run a marathon, but I can see where that would get me very hyped up if I was.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be like, I got that.
That makes me so happy. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, because, you know, you have to repeat your set throughout the whole thing. And we were like close to the beginning and thought it was the live thing would be over pretty quickly. But there were just people that kept coming and coming and coming. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
man, all right,
like probably like 2 hours. I've run a half marathon, and you go, and you go, and you go.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I could never do that. I mean, I shouldn't say never, but I got the asthma, so like probably not. But, so, yeah, no, we played for 3 hours. And
that's a marathon.
Yeah, right. And it was
that's
great.
a real marathon right there.
Again, like a learning experience. And every time we play that song, there were like people would be like, yeah, they'd come over from the other side of the street and they're like doing this, and I'm like, it's making them happy or something. It's making them feel something that makes them want to keep going. And that was like, that's literally like why I play music. So that experience for me was really was life changing. Like I write music to inspire people, and to see people actually physically being inspired in the moment was like, it was so intense and awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
And the New York Marathon's just such an emotional, amazing experience, like in general. So I can only imagine being up there and, playing a real part in that has got to be amazing.
It really, yeah, it was a huge honor. And like, it was something that I wanted to play a marathon. Like, you mentioned Washington State, and I lived in Seattle, and I really wanted to play the Seattle Marathon. I loved that city. I'm from New York, but like when I was living there, I was like super into it, and they never accepted my submission. And so when I moved back home, and like the first time I applied there, and it's like, there's so many musicians, there's so much competition. And I was just like, wow, this was like meant to be, whatever reason this came together. Like, and yeah, it is a really emotional thing for all the people running it. And, it's a big thing to run a marathon on a physical level, but also on like, a spiritual and psychological level. To get yourself to get through something like that is just totally incredible. So having anything to do with it, long story short, was really awesome. Long story long. What am I talking about?
Marathon song.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing. Well, if there's ever a time that we have time, it's now. Awesome. Which Lisa song are you covering? Which Lisa go?
I gotta say, it was really hard to choose. I kept going through like the list of songs and playing them and being like, but I like this one, but I like this one, but I like that, this one speaks to me. I really like the lyrics, but I love this one. So anyway, I chose to go with Silver Linings. And yeah, okay. Super nervous about
it's gonna be great.
We shall see. Let me tell you how I'm feeling, 'cause I'm feeling kind of funny. Bad turned into gold, rose-colored lovely. Got a beat inside my soul, taking the slow and up-tempo. Let me tell you how I'm feeling, 'cause I'm feeling kind of funny. I make every day better with my mistakes. Yeah, I choose to ride clouds on parade. Sunset on a dead-end street. Can't move fast, but I still got to be. Silver lining. Shipwrecked on a private beach. All inclusive ecstasy. And I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it. My silver lining, my silver lining. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it. My silver lining, my silver lining. Let me tell you what I heard from my birthday Mary. She said the cold world could warm up, but just a little scary. Well, the big bad wolf can blow, but what he don't seem to know, his bad advice is temporary. I make every day better with my mistakes. Yeah, I choose to ride clouds on parade. Sunset on a dead-end street. Can't move fast, but I still got to see. Silver lining. Shipwrecked on a private beach. All-inclusive trips for free. And I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it. My silver lining, my silver lining. Oh, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it. My silver lining, my silver lining. every day, better with my mistakes. Yeah, I choose to ride clouds on parade. Hey, yeah. Silver lining, sunset on the desert street. I move fast, but I still got speed. Silver lining, shipwrecked on a private beach, all inclusive trips for free. Silver lining, in a dead end street, still got speed. Silver lining, shipwrecked on a private beach, all inclusive trips for free. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it. Oh, my silver lining, my silver lining. Yeah, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, my silver lining, my silver lining.
Heck yes. Oh my God, it's like a dance version now. You like fully like went all in and I love it. I actually wrote that with my friend Eric Olson and Rachel Price, and Rachel ended up releasing it, and it was literally like a rainy day, and I was like complaining about something in the industry, as we all go, us artists all go through. It was just like, I'm working so hard. I've got all these jobs. I've done all these things. And then little Miss Sally Frou Frou comes in from YouTube with somebody's Texas oil money who's never written a song in her life. And she's on a billboard. And I'm like, what's happening? So it was just like this, like having a rotten day, being an artist and feeling very underappreciated. And bless Rachel's heart, it was the first time her meeting me. And I was like, she's like, I didn't know that she was like found on YouTube and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, and she's like the sweetest, hardworking thing ever. And yeah, so we wrote that song. We were just kind of like, well, there's a silver lining to everything in this, you know? And I was like, all right, we're going to write that. So it was awesome. Fun. And yeah, you definitely, that chorus, it's like, yes, like, you definitely were like, yes, I do have feet. I can't run, but I do have feet. That's right. Yeah. Everybody.
Exactly.
Shipwrecked on a private beach, all-inclusive trips for free. That's right. Okay. Wilson might be my best friend, but it's for free.
Wilson.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, like, that song really spoke to me on so many levels because, number one, I'm like all about the beach. When people talk about like vision boards and like, you know, picturing their perfect life or what symbolizes like awesome life to them, I'm like, the beach. Like, I just want to be, if I'm like lying on the beach with some awesome sunglasses and like some music, that's my idea of heaven.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So, and the whole, like, you know, my whole thing is, look, I have had some very difficult times as a young person, as an adult. I didn't come out of a privileged oil money situation. But my attitude has always been like, you receive whatever is reflected in your inner world. Your outer world and it reflects your inner world. So to me, it's all about, you know, finding the gift in the difficult thing. And so when I heard the lyrics to the song, I was like, oh yeah. And it's so groovy. And, you know, I love me some disco, but I had never like made a song. I never produced a song in that sort of like, I don't know. It's almost like late 70s.
I want to go roller skating to it. Like, that's what I want to do.
I accomplished my goal. That's exactly what I was going. I didn't mean to go for that. It just happened. I was like, I heard that in my head and I went with it. And I actually had it like way too fast at first, and then I slowed it down and I'm like, yeah, this is the right, like, I feel like the way that the production is, that Rachel put out there is so right for this song.
Yeah.
But for some reason this, you know, probably because I love disco, like this came to me and
no, it's great. I mean, that's the point of this, right?
Right.
to be like, is this a song? Because if it is a song, then it sounds good in multiple genres.
That is what my dad, who is a musician and a music therapist, always says. He was like, yeah, that's how he brought me up. He was like, you're not going to, if you cannot sing it, like if you can't sing along to it and you can't change the style and still have it be a song, then yeah, it's not a song. And I was like, all right. So you're right.
Well, thank you. And thank you. You used to talk that.
I was enjoying so much the little like dance party for 3 on the screen.
Yeah.
Looking at our little Brady Bunch cubes, like
I know.
Yeah.
There's Alice. That was
Hey down there.
amazing. And again, like silver linings, I can't say it enough. So important in 2020, more than ever.
That's the other thing. Exactly right. I'm like, man, I'm even having trouble seeing the bright side of things lately.
Well, it's available on all the streaming things. Everyone.
Yeah, find it.
Help me get to the beach.
I've listened to it on repeat. So
I'm so happy.
Got to get you to the beach and on that billboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to take a second really quick to just remind everyone watching and enjoying this as much as I am that we do have a virtual tip jar to support our amazing artists, as well as UnderCover and the Musicians Foundation, which has been helping artists and their families in times of needs for decades now. So really awesome organization and really great opportunity to show some love for the people who are providing us with an awesome evening of entertainment. And we're going to flip it back to Lisa, who's going to play one of her own.
Woo! Sorry. Wanted to wake everybody up. So I just recently put out 3 songs. The most recent I'm not going to play tonight because you guys should just check that, click the links, do the swipies, and check it out for yourself. But the 2 that I released earlier in the year, my whole plan was to just, as a songwriter, I've written so much music for other people. Some things that haven't been released, and I was like, I want to start releasing music. Like, I don't like, people knew I wrote, but they hadn't really like listened to it. So my goal was to put out a song a month. That kind of happened, and then pandemic. So this is one of those songs. My mom was like, why don't you write any happy songs? I do write happy songs. They're just hidden, Mom. Everybody hurts. Okay. So yeah, anyhow, so this song is called I Wish We Never, and I got to write it with one of my best buds in Copenhagen named Max Olver, and he came over here and we wrote, and it was great. It was really fun. So this song is for those who ever thought they met the one or the right person, and it was just all a lie, and I wish I never met them. Hence, I wish we never. You came disguised as fate and took my breath away. Cliche, you said you'd stay, had me entertained. I would never make it in the mess you created. Blind in your tunnels, fell deep in trouble. Masterpiece turned faded, fireworks became jaded. And suddenly I'm naked, all so you could trade me in. I wish we never, I wish we never. I wish my head would tell my heart that you're not tearing me apart. I wish we never, I wish we never. And if I could turn back time, I wish we never, be kind. Please rewind, I beg that bitch called time. What she stole was mine. And if I and being honest. I want you regardless of anyone, but I would never make it in the mess you created. Blinded in your tunnels, deep in trouble. The peace turned faded, fireworks became jaded. Suddenly I'm naked, oh, so you could trade me in. I wish we never, I wish we never. I wish my head would tell my heart that you're not tearing me apart. I wish we never, I wish we never. And if I could turn back time, I wish we never meet each other's parents, make mementos out of photographs. Wait to say I love you instead. We will never have to ask. Deep into your eyes, I got so caught up in the lies, the fantasy of you and I, of you and I. It never dies. I wish we never. I wish we never, wish we never, wish we never, I wish we never, I wish we never. Cause if I could turn back time, I wish we never. Ching.
That's beautiful.
So sad. Not glad.
So many feelings.
Such many feelings. It's okay. It's done now. It's fine.
That song, when I heard the line about there's a part before it and then it says I asked that bitch called time. That whole section, I was just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, be kind, please rewind.
Yes, be kind, please rewind.
I begged that bitch called time, but she stole was mine.
I literally emailed somebody. I was like, oh my god, this line in this song. Yeah.
All the feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It captures it. It captures a thing that like we've all been through, and it always sucks every single time.
Yeah. I mean, and in conversation, I'm glad it happened. I mean, I wouldn't be able to move on had it not happened. But it's like so much time. So what did she say? So I wasted millions of kisses on you from the Oneaters, the Wonders. Remember that movie? No, it doesn't. Okay. Anyways, with Tyler. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Guys, go look it up. With Tyler, great line at the very end of the movie.
Amazing. Well, Aradia, do you have another sad one for us, or are you gonna pick it
Spice it up.
Are we on original or cover?
We're doing an original.
We're on
an Aradia original.
Oh, do I have sad songs? No, I'm serious. I don't have any sad songs. I should probably write one. My songs are always like me trying to propel myself forward or trying to propel somebody else forward. So a lot of times I'm like writing an inspiring song or an inspirational song and I'm talking to myself. I'm like, girl, you know you're going to bounce back. So just cut it out. And
yeah. So it's kind of two different ways of coping, right? It's kind of really like honing in on the feelings and working through them, or kind of taking that approach where you're like, you're going to get through this, kind of more of a motivational type of angle.
Yes, yeah. Very well said. Because it's like, I might get down in the dumps for a second, but then I have this moment where I'm like, don't even waste your time. Like you wanna give up right now, and you wanna be lazy and go to sleep for the next 30 years, but you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna wake up and be like, life is awesome if I make it awesome, and I'm just gonna keep going. Unicorns and butterflies, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like I'll write a song, it'll just kind of come to me, and it'll be all about, just like get off your ass already and just do it. Okay, let me rearrange this setup here, and then we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's do it. You're bringing your drummer back?
What drummer? Just kidding. Yeah, he actually.
I was like, pay no attention to this man behind the curtain.
I'm going to give his stool back, and then. Yeah.
You hallucinated him.
I manifested him. What you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Amazing. Where in Brooklyn are you?
I'm in Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I've been back in Brooklyn for like 3 years now. I just had my 3-year anniversary actually in late September, so it's pretty epic. It's very different from when I was here as a kid, but it's still Brooklyn somehow. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah. It's the thing about New York, right? It's like the one constant is change. So
yes. Yeah, this neighborhood still has like the Brooklyn vibe that I remember, which is kind of cool. It has its downsides, but it's still fun. Yeah. All right, so this song is called Do Say So, and it is it's definitely it's definitely motivational. I wrote this one with all of my women friends in mind, who are always sporting 8 arms and balancing a ton of things and keeping their heads up and keeping their partners upbeat, and sometimes keeping it in because they feel like they have to hold it all together. But we got to be here for each other, and it's kind of the message of the song.
Amazing.
Don't wait to change the situation. It's not that complicated. And if you're feeling some frustration, remember what you're trading. Hey, don't wanna see my sister struggling. I want you celebrating. Oh, I know all of the things you're juggling. Can't wait to hear you saying that if I do say so myself, don't wanna be nobody else. And if I do say so myself, don't wanna be nobody else. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 yeah, you have to do that. You might not see your destination. You might think I'm outrageous. Oh, but step inside of this vibration. The energy's contagious. Oh, it's never easy on your own now. We gotta stick together. Hey, and even if you're feeling low now, you're gonna feel much better if you say, if I do say so myself, don't wanna be nobody else. And if I do say so myself, don't wanna be nobody else. Oh, 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 oh. You gotta sing it, this part's easy. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Now listen. The light inside of you is something you can find. I know my life began the moment I found mine. Yeah. Don't wanna be nobody else. If I do say so myself, yeah. Don't wanna be nobody else. And if I do, and if I do, and if I do.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for dancing with me.
I just want a disco ball.
Right. I have one downstairs. I should have brought it up.
And like
BYODB, baby.
So there's this bar called Play here, and they do the drag shows, and then it's so fun. And then they have a club that they open up when the show is done with the most ginormous disco ball like in town, and I can totally just see myself dancing to that song like after and being like, if I do say so myself, here we go. Let's do this.
That makes me so happy.
I was like, it made me really nostalgic for those nights.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, but it's like, right? Like when can I go out again and dance with people instead of just in my little space?
I live with 3 boys. We try to do our own dance parties, and we do.
That's rad.
But it's not the same, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like it's really interesting because I talk to people and they're like, I'm on Zoom calls all day and I don't know why, but I feel so tired. And my whole theory is like with dancing is the ultimate expression of freedom, because you just, when you're dancing and you're really into it, you just don't care. You don't care how you look. You don't care about anything. You just want to get down and express, shake it off and get rid of all the stress, right?
Release.
Right? Exactly. It's a total release. And when you're able to do that around other people and share one another's energy, like you cannot get that, or at least we don't know how to yet, from a video call. You have to be like in the presence of other people and their energy to refuel. And that's the thing that I miss the most, is going out dancing. Dancing is the one time where I am completely unself-conscious, like just don't care. And having that taken away from me, like being able to do that with other people, oh man, that's the hardest.
Well, hopefully we can provide that when people watch this.
Right? Yes. They can have their own dance parties, and maybe one day when I force you to come to New York and go out, you will be able to do the same with me.
Yes, it'll be amazing. It'll be explosive. Glitter will be everywhere.
Glitter, lots of glitter, sequins. They'll be cleaning up for like 3 years.
I'll just have it in my pockets and just every now and be like, just like people.
They'll be like, no.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we have our Zoom dance party, and I realized like the webcam's backwards, so I was like, to the right. No, this is to the left.
Good correction, because I'm looking at myself and I'm like, what? I'm so confused. Yeah, all over.
Amazing. We're going to take this moment to remind you, if you're watching at home, that we do have some merch for sale. Check it out. Amazing. You can get that via the link in comments. We're going to move on back to the cover element. Lisa, which Aradia song are you doing?
Okay, so this one is super fun. It's called CEO. And I chose it because I just liked her attitude in it. And like, it's very much of a story song. So I am there with that. I understand this story. So I was like, all right. So here we go. This is called CEO. I just wanted to be happy. I just want to play my songs. And it took me a long time to learn that I was doing it wrong. Now I've learned to make it snappy. I should have known all along. If you want to make it happen, Well, then you've gotta be strong, got to be strong. Teach me how to play dirty. I'll wave goodbye to my innocence. Willingness makes all the difference. When everyone's a CEO, yeah, I got places to go, people to see. Yeah, find out what's in store for me. 'Cause life is just a one big show. And I want you to show me the money. Yeah, show me what you got for me. Now everything is go, go, go. 'Cause everyone's a CEO. Yeah, everyone's a CEO. Doesn't matter where you came from. If you learn to play the game. Certainly if you're a woman and you want everyone to know your name, I can show you the ropes now. Yeah, 'cause I've gotten pretty good. I could kick it like a boss now, baby. Though at one time I didn't know I could. Just follow the power and don't step on the innocent. Yeah. Life will turn out just magnificent. 'Cause everyone's a CEO. And I've got places to go, people to see. Yeah, find out what's in store for me. 'Cause life is just a one big show. And I want you to show me the money. Yeah, yeah, show me what you got for me. Now everything is go, go, go. 'Cause everyone's a CEO. Yeah, everyone's a CEO. I got no time to waste, so why not just start taking chances? What if I really got to lose? When there's a will, there is a way to get my wishes granted. Keep my eyes open, don't be a fool. 'Cause everyone's a CEO. Yeah, I got places to go, people to see. Yeah, find out what's in store for me. 'Cause life is just a one big show. And I want you to show me the money. Yeah, show me what you got for me. Now everything is go, go, go. 'Cause everyone's a CEO. Yeah, everyone's a CEO. Yeah, everyone is a CEO. Yeah, everyone's a CEO.
I'm so hyped on that chorus.
Oh my God.
It's like just, I mean, everybody gets that. It's like, yeah, everyone's so cool.
Yes. Wow. Okay. So I'm very influenced by like 1930s and 40s jazz, a la like the Andrews Sisters.
Yes.
And I feel like you you got that. Because I can, no, for real, like I can hear it in the recreation, and there's so much attitude there, right? But like a different flavor or like way of putting it out there than what's in the.
I love me some jazz. I was like, how we make this sassy?
Yeah.
I was just like picturing you more like in like a speakeasy bar
Yes.
and a mic. I was like, okay, I'm going to transform her into this like sassy little thing where she's actually like telling them, but they're like, oh yeah, baby. And she's like, no, you're not getting it. I'm actually like telling you off right now.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
You basically just summed up my whole personality though. Not even kidding.
Here's a song about you, but you're too into yourself to not realize it.
It's like some You're So Vain action, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Except the opposite.
Yeah. So the opposite. You're so vain, you don't even know.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Oh no, you're muted.
Ah, what?
Oh, there you are.
Okay.
You're back. You're back. She's back.
Or maybe just stop talking. Yeah.
I think
She's
I
like,
froze. I think my internet's still giving me the finger. But no, yeah, it's funny because a lot of people don't get it. And, you know, that song, I wrote that song when it was kind of like what you were saying. It's related to what you were saying earlier about the like random person on a billboard, you know. It's like there's people who make music because it's what they are. Like it's who they are. It's
their
like
being.
Yeah.
Their DNA. Yeah.
Like and then there's people who do it as a business, and that always freaks me out. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be business savvy. It's just I was getting schooled by somebody in the industry who was like, you need to be an entrepreneur. Like you're the CEO of your own business. And I'm like, okay, cool, maybe. But at the same time, I need to be authentic to myself and to the craft and to what I want to put out into the world. Like that's what matters. It doesn't matter if it's with my music or a conversation that I have on the street or something I do with my best friend. I want to always be authentically putting out into the world what I mean to put out into the world. And that song was definitely a reflection of like these people that I was around that I felt were so like smarmy.
Yeah. But they're about numbers sometimes.
Right.
So
and that's
what is art? What's a number?
It's just so funny that you said the whole thing about the speakeasy because like I design and like sew a lot of my own clothing, and I made the jacket that I wore in the CEO video specifically to look like a 1940s like
gangster kind of
like, or you know, like a Marlene Dietrich kind of like I'm such a badass kind of thing with giant shoulders. I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I think that's super cool, and I just love it. It was so great. Like I want that version in the world. Same thing with the other song. It's just like I want people to hear it that way.
Well, fortunately, UnderCover will be on YouTube after this, so send people back there.
So wait, I don't know what that was, but yeah. So wait.
Amazing. Aradia, which Lisa Go song are you doing next?
Okay, so this is the big one. I chose to do Let It Go. Yeah. I love all your songs.
Thank you. That means a lot. Like a lot.
No, they're freaking fantastic, and the lyrics are so clever, and also like meaningful and heartfelt. This one had like a really like magic-y vibe to me, and I'm like, oh man, I can see this because I have this obsession with teen shows, especially on Netflix.
Love. Great.
And I was like, this needs to be in like a teen show about like kids that know that like can do magic, like kids that are wizards.
I'm into that. For any music directors music supervisors out there, we've got a great song for you.
Yes. This is the like teen, like, okay, so if I'm not a fan of what is that series called? Twilight? Is that what it's called? Okay. Not a fan of that series. However, if that came out now, this would be like.
Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah.
So fun enough, Kragara, who is the artist on this that I got to write the song with, she's become a great friend, family friend now. She actually battled with multiple cancers at a very young age. She's only 21 now, and she's had cancers since she was like 11 or 14, something like that. She had throat cancer. They told her she couldn't sing. So she's gone through all these crazy battles and now has this project called Kragara, which means warrior in Gaelic. And she is killing it in the cinematic and sync placement world. And we're just waiting for this song to get placed. But the song was definitely about her anxieties and her stresses of having to deal with surviving cancer and what that felt like too. And she's such a strong young woman with just an incredible story and background. And so, yeah, so when you chose this, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, I'm excited to share this with her as well. So,
wow. Well, I dedicate this song to her.
Yeah.
No, for real. Because part of it, like, I go with my gut on stuff, and I often can look at somebody's face and know, like, whether or not I resonate with them and vice versa. And as soon as I saw her image on Spotify when I was going through the songs, I was like, I don't know what this song is, but yes.
Yeah.
She just has that presence about her, and her voice is phenomenal. Like, I can't, it's a challenging song to sing. So I was like, I'm definitely like nervous about singing it.
You're going to do great. It's going to be fine.
But yeah, no, I mean, that's a really amazing story, and the world needs more, especially young women, to inspire other young women. Old women too, but like, you know, to stand in your power and do your thing and conquer the challenges. And it's just wonderful to hear that she has that kind of tenacity and that ability to survive, let alone thrive the way that she is. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, sing it now. I'm ready.
I threw it on the ground. I threw my water bottle on the ground because I was so charged up and inspired. All right, now I got to find, I'm like making a mess in here. It's really funny. Like, I can dance, but I'm also super clumsy.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I don't know. All right. I believe I am ready to go. Magnetic power pulls me in. I'm obsessed. Mysterious, you don't see it yet. Translucent, there's fire in your soul. Let it out. Tell me why you won't let it go. Fighting a battle that's already been won. Perfection and weakness is what makes you strong. The light you hide can bind that scar. Flicker in your eyes is just a spark. The prism in your mind, you're high inside it, ready to explode. Let it go, let it go. 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 All the light, heaven sent, a spectacle. Confidence comes from being bold. Fighting a battle that's already been won. Fighting a battle that's already been won. Fighting a battle that's already been won. Perfection and weakness is what makes you strong. find the sun. Flicker in your eyes is just a fun. Rhythm in your mind. You find inside is ready to explode. Not like you hide. Can find the sun. The flicker in your eyes is just a fun. Rhythm in your mind. You hide inside is ready to explode. Let it go, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Hell yes. I love the finish.
Oh my gosh, you did great. Like that was
Thank
awesome.
you.
And I really feel like I can tell you felt that. And that's the goal of making music, is in hopes that someone else can sing it and feel it and be passionate about it and understand it, you know? And I felt that.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. Seriously. I definitely felt, I mean, but like all of your songs, right? I was just like, oh, but this one, oh, but this one. But yeah, there was something about this song that there's such an intensity in it. And I really like things that are super epic. And this is a very epic song. There's so much about it that is deeply expressive, and meaningful and inspiring. It's super inspiring.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Amazing. We
So
gotta
much
keep it
love in
moving.
this club. So much love.
So much love in this club, in this virtual club.
Right.
Yes, we got to keep moving so we can make sure. We got 2 left. We've got one more from Lisa, one original, and one more from Aradia. So I'm just gonna pass it off to you. What are you ending with?
This song is called Red, that I got to write with my friend Devin Barker. That for some reason now my guitar doesn't want to be my friend.
That retrograde, that 2020 retrograde.
Oh, and I was like muted it so I would be prepared, because I looked at the time and I was like, oh God.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It's a little off, but guys, forgive me, okay? For all you musical. The song is called Red. Another breakup love song, but more about when someone shows you some color in your life that you didn't know you needed. My life was black and white, it was easy, boxed in and organized, till you completely messed me up, showing up with no invitation, but I really didn't mind it. Your first kiss, sipping lips, took a bite, that was it, Cabernet wine did it. And now that we are finished, you still got me spinning. So even if we can't stay friends, you'll always be the one who gave me color. And even if it's been great since, you'll always be my first love, never be another who got my heart painting roses at midnight, all over the town, making out at stoplights, fuck the warning signs. We went all the way to Flatline, cigarette smoke in the embers. Remember it. You showed me red. Reckless, full of surprise. It was easy. And sometimes I press rewind. mind and completely lose my mind in your eyes. Photograph of better times, how'd you get me blinded? You turned it into love, hate, take, can't get at the blood stains, but if there's a silver lining, well, even if we can't stay friends, you'll always be the one who gave me color. And even if it's been gray since, you'll always be my first love, never be another who got my heart. Painting roses at midnight, all over the town, making out at stoplights, fuck the warning signs. We went all the way to Flatline, cigarette smoke in the embers. Remember it. You showed me you showed me life, you showed me hurt, you showed me everything that I did not deserve. You showed me love, you showed me pain, you showed me what I'll never go through again. You showed me red. Yeah, you showed me red. My life was black and white. It was easy. Yeah.
The lyrics are so good on that.
Thanks. That was incredible. Like when I started getting into more my rappy lyrics, yes. Which my new single, I Got Mine, has some little rap in it. It's funny because I showed a friend and they were like, who did you get to rap on this? And I was like, it's meow. And they were
amazing.
Like, so.
Well, thank you so much. That was excellent. I mean, everything's been excellent.
Aradia,
let's keep it going. Aradia, we're going to finish off the evening with one of yours. What do you got?
Cool. Well, thanks for that gorgeous song. Yeah, the lyrics were super kick-ass. I mean, they always are, but I just love it. I was definitely feeling that. And the grooviness of it, like you said, sort of like sing spiel rapping kind of thing is awesome. Okay, so my last song, if you can still see me, is called On Fire. And it's yet another get off your butt and feel awesome kind of song. So it's definitely one that I expect people out there to get off their couch and dance to.
You heard her.
Who knows how many opportunities we've had to dance, as we were saying before. So yeah, this is a feel-good kind of dance song, On Fire. I'm going to re-manifest. He was abducted by aliens, but I think they just returned him. So I'm going to get the drummer back in here.
Perfect. And speaking of dance parties, if you're watching, remember we have a VJ set from Eclectic Method coming up right after this. So just go ahead and stay off your couch. It's a great way to wrap up your weekend.
Do it. You will need it. Yeah, I want to give props to Eric, who supports me on all of my live shows.
Eric.
Yeah, I do all of my production when I'm recording, but it's kind of boring if you're, I mean, like Lisa makes it completely not boring, and she's so expressive and playing her guitar and everything. But for me, I'm just kind of like, la, la, la. It's just me with some tracks in the background. So it's great to have somebody else on the stage with me and helping me with some of the technical issues, because he's at least as geeky as I am. And yeah, just thanks, man.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, dude. All right, here we go. Discovering this town, yes, and now I have found it. It seems I finally opened up my eyes. All I have to do is just think about it, and that very thing will materialize. Now I'm on fire, and I'm beginning to understand. I'm on fire. And it is time that I began rising up and executing my plans. I'm on fire. I'm beginning to wonder. Yes, I'm beginning to wonder. Severing these chains, all the ties that have found me have dissolved, and I'm finally free. All the mysteries that would once confound me have become crystal clear to me. Now I know that. Now I'm on fire, and I'm beginning to understand. I'm on fire. It is time that I began. Right, and executing my plans. I'm on fire, and I'm beginning to understand. Yes, I'm beginning to understand. Yes, I'm beginning to understand. I'm on fire, and I'm beginning to understand. I'm on fire,
Burst into flame.
And there you have it.
I'm fired up now.
I'm so sorry if I was talking. I thought I put myself on mute.
I didn't hear talking.
Oh, good. I was like, I'm live.
Oh, that would make me really happy. I would love to hear that while I'm playing the song.
Just a lot of dancing.
Yeah,
Yay.
there's a lot of this.
That makes me happy.
Thank you so much to both of you for amazing performances tonight. This was so fun. I feel like I'm going this week with like the best vibes ever now.
Yeah,
I've got some crying, got some dancing.
It's good little yin and yang.
That's like
a little balance.
Yes. That's
At the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time. This song is so great. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Lisa, and all of the wonderful people who put this show together. One person in particular who might be named Daniel.
Yes,
Daniel. Shout out.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, I mean, it's just such a wonderful opportunity to be able to do this. Connecting with other people right now is really hard. And connecting with other musicians. So knowing that you guys are out there doing this whole like labor of love and bringing people together and putting on awesome streaming events is really motivating and encouraging. And everybody needs music, to lift them out of the dumps. And so, yeah, I thank you guys for what you're doing and for the opportunity. It was just really fantastic, wonderful experience.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So
Amazing.
Thank you guys.
Again, loving the virtual club. Well, thank you so much.
Can I make a party?
Oh,
Party time! I should have
Oh.
put this on while you were singing. What was I thinking?
It's great. I mean, I love it. It suits you perfectly too. And it's like the mermaid thing. You're like really under the sea.
Yeah.
Well, now you're all set for the VJ set from Eclectic Method coming up next.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you. And thank you everyone who's been watching at home. Again, this has been Lisa Go and Aradia on UnderCover. Absolutely amazing. One more reminder that if you want to support the artists, the show, and the Musicians Foundation, we do have a virtual tip jar, so feel free to contribute. Up next, again, we have a VJ set from Eclectic Method, and be sure and tune into our next UnderCover in 2 weeks featuring Lizzie No and Long Range Hustle. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much again. I'm going to go dance and cry, as one does.
the living dead under there?
Show yourself, Satan!
Everybody scream!
What do you think of this?
Everybody scream!
God, you guys really are dead.
That's the lost souls room.
You tell them that we are horrible, desperate, ghoulish creatures and will stop at nothing to get our house back.
Trump, stupid cunt.
Poverty, anarchy, calamity.
That's because of me. Trump, stupid cunt. Drugs and angry mobs. I haven't done a good job. Trump, stupid cunt. Like the regular flu. Our president doesn't have a clue. Trump, stupid cunt. Donald Trump was right. You're Semites. Trump, stupid cunt. I was very sick. Disinfectant, it knocks it out in a minute. Trump, stupid cunt. And we are racist, rapists. Can you believe this? Trump, stupid cunt. Your sick ideas up here. You don't want to hear. Trump, stupid cunt. I don't want to pay tax. It's a fact. Zero tax. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. Because all my life I take. You know, I take. It's a fact. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. Below zero. Zero tax. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. And I'm allowed to. I did nothing wrong. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. Below zero. How do you get away with that one? I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. Because all my life I take. You know, I take. It's a fact. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. Below zero. Zero tax. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. And I'm allowed to. I did nothing wrong. I don't want to pay tax. Zero tax. Below zero. How do you get away with that one?
Everybody knows he's a liar.
It's a disaster.
He just pours gasoline in the fire.
It's a disaster.
If we get the votes, it's going to be all over. He's going to go. He can't stay in power. You should get out of your bunker. The president has no plan. This man, he does not have a plan. The president has no plan. He doesn't have a plan. He still doesn't have a plan.
Will you shut up, man? Listen, California's burning. California's burning. We closed it down and now we're reopening. California's burning. California's burning.
And this is all about trying to dissuade people from voting.
California's burning. California's burning.
1,000 people today are dying. He hasn't laid out anything.
I guess I'm debating you, not him.
Well, frankly, you've been doing more interrupting.
That's Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
Very fine people on both sides. A lot of people died.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
Everything he's saying so far is simply a lie.
We have plenty of time. I don't want to pay tax.
He doesn't know how to do that.
It's a fact.
My son was in Iraq.
I don't want to pay tax.
He doesn't know how to do that. He wants to get rid of the Affordable Care Act.
It's a fact.
He said it is what it is.
This is the way it is.
7 million people that contracted COVID. He said it is what it is.
This is the way it is.
He waited and waited and waited.
Does I have so many judges?
The bounty on the heads of American souls. Where you talk about them being losers.
Stupid bastards.
They've done nothing to help small businesses. Totally discredited.
I'm totally under-leveraged.
He said he didn't tell us or give people a warning of it. He's on tape, is acknowledging he knew it. You don't panic. He panicked. Maybe you could inject some bleach in your arm and that would take care of it. He blew it. Just shush for a minute. Has used everything as a dog whistle. We're in real trouble.
I'm the one that brought back football.
He's been totally irresponsible. All he ever wants to do is divide people.
I'm the one that brought back football.
Show up and vote. Vote, vote, vote. He's just afraid of counting the vote. Show up and vote. Vote, vote, vote. You should go out and vote. He's going to go. We have a higher deficit with China now than we did before. He sits on his golf course, and all these dog whistles on racism don't work anymore. Chaos and violence help his cause.
Fraud.
All the lies he's told you.
Fake news.
All the lies he's told you.
You're number two.
All the lies he's told you.
Fake news.
He's not worried about you. Anthony knew how dangerous it's going to be.
Don't ever use the word smart with me.
He's Putin's puppy. We handed him a booming economy.
The greatest economy in history.
Billionaires have got much more wealthy. He's Putin's puppy.
Antifa and the left, they give you good press.
4% of the world's population, 20% of the deaths.
That is some good shit, my friends.
I heard you are the greatest taste for food in the world.
Fine dining.
An excellent dining companion.
Fish, fish, tuna, fish, tuna.
Zero abuse of power. So-called whistleblowers, no misconduct at all whatsoever. People want, need, and desire. Propaganda. Ronald Reagan was racist. Ronald Reagan's a racist, originalist, constitutionalist, racist. Ronald Reagan was racist. Ronald Reagan's a racist. The media mob will never report this, anything like this. Stabbed in the back by unelected bureaucrats, radical socialist Democrats, tinfoil hat, weaponizing the powerful tools of intelligence, want to impeach your duly elected president. America's greatness, it is a sickness. Total BS. Oh my God, I'm so depressed. Lies. Lies. Unverified. Inside the highest levels of the FBI. Deep state operatives with no consequences. Disgusting, destructive rage and hatred. Deep state operatives. We want Donald Trump's taxes. Disgusting, destructive garbage. Hatred. Phony, son of a bitch. Sleepy, creepy, crazy. Impeach, impeach. The commander-in-chief. Socialism is so cool, everything's free. Private property, everything's free. Molecules and energy, law breaking. Indictments are coming. I think most people might resort to waterboarding. And here's why this is all so alarming. Donald Trump is gonna win. Blanking, terrifying. They're hoping and hyping. Quid, pro, quo. Be creepy, crazy, Uncle Joe 30330. Quid, pro, quo. Oh, bingo. Oh, the Russia hoax. Tonight, once again, Russia collusion. Pay close attention. Tonight, once again, TikTok deleted, acid wash.
Excuse me, is someone out there not having a good time?
Dig it, all you hep cats and cool chicks!
Let me hear it one more time! Where the party at?
Come on, guys, we need more energy.
What is it, a staring contest? Come on, move, will you, kid? Come on!
Get the wax out of your ears.
In the words of Vanilla Ice, stop, collaborate, and listen.
What do you say we, crank it up a notch? I'm intrigued.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
George Washington, baby! Just wait till I liberal everybody. George Washington, baby! Oh, boy, I tell you what, get ready. George Washington, baby. And you laughed at me, baby. Where they do put chemicals in the water to brain damage you and your family. Get the drugs ready. Hardcore super feminist, IOP Satanist, pesky Muslim extremist, communist, crony capitalist. It's over for the globalist. Racist, he's Barack H. Obama. His religion is hating America. Family out of Kenya. He's a top digital mutilation pusher. Oh, we'll have lots of blood and semen. God, don't put that in the water. It's deadly poison.
Get back, they're gonna blow up 7.
They're gonna release a really specific bioweapon. So the computers will make the decision. They show mutated, dead children. Half the kids on your block with autism. Psychological warfare systems. Come on. Hey. Come on. Hey. Pentagon tested gay bomb is the gay bomb. Come on, bomb. Hey, they turned the friggin' frogs gay. And I'm not for that, by the way. They turned the friggin' frogs gay. And walking around in an effeminate way. They turned the friggin' frogs gay. And I'm not for that, by the way. They turned the friggin' frogs gay. You are now a total mind slave. Splicing little babies with fish. And behind it are mad scientists splicing little babies with fish. Humanoids crossed with fish.
The New World Order isn't coming, it's here. You stand up to it like Paul Revere.
I'm not against beer. Is that clear? I'm a pioneer. I'm here. You want to see it go up another level? Up. We got lots of switches to flip. You like this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You like this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? You like this switch? You like that switch? You want this switch? You like that switch? Liberal, I'm liberal. Liberal, I'm liberal. See you, liberal. Spiritual takeover via machines trying to sell you on taking vaccines. One superhuman will merge the machine. You're part of the dream. Demons. They're demons. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon. Demons. She is a demon. Murder the Christians. Demons. They're demons. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon. Demons. She is a demon. Yeah, he'll say pig demon. From my cold dead head, we're giving you the Death Star plans. The Matrix in a trance. Sick stuff, man. Oh, we'll have lots of blood and semen. God, don't put that in the water. It's deadly poison.
Get back, they're gonna blow up 7.
They're gonna release a really specific bioweapon. So the computers will make the decision. They show mutated, dead children. Half the kids on your block with autism. Psychological warfare systems. Space aliens. Harvest their organs. Super weapon. Brainwashed husband. Intergalactic invasion. Where the country's done as a third world nation. You're in the cult, bro. There's a demon in there running the show. You expose people that been spooned. Oh. And the midget goes, fuck you, Alex Jones.
So incredibly contagious. Coronavirus. It will go away. So far, I seem to be okay. Oh, it's not a great day. So incredibly contagious. Coronavirus,
Because I don't want to create a panic.
is a global pandemic. Socially distance, wear a mask. This will pass.
This is their new hoax.
We got the gowns, we got the masks.
Amid significantly less gas.
Hoax. Then I see the disinfectant that knocks it out in a minute. Hoax.
Inject some bleach in your arm, and that would take care of it.
Hoax. We're in great shape now.
How's President Trump doing?
Taking hydroxychloroquine.
You've seen what's been happening.
And we'll essentially have a flu shot for this.
What we trust is a scientist. He's a fool on that.
Socially distance, wear a mask. This will pass.
This is their new hoax.
We got the gowns, we got the masks.
Amid significantly less gas.
Hoax.
He didn't want to panic the American people.
That goes away in April. I'm not concerned at all. I mean, I have a mask right here. It will disappear.
This is their new hoax.
And now we're weeks away from a vaccine, and he shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. Going to get worse, because remember, I have a friend who's a doctor.
Became stupider at a frightening rate.
I think there's been some kind of mistake.
Intelligence continued to decline. A great dust bowl ravaged food supplies. Greatest minds and resources were focused on prolonging erections. Things seemed to be heading in the opposite direction. Dumbing down, dumbing down, dumbing down,
Right.
dumbing down, dumbing down, dumbing down.
You're pretty dumb. Give you my word. Give you my word. Give you my word. Give you my word.
our generation as the wealthiest nation against the issues of working class Americans. 60% of Americans believe in a single-payer healthcare system. 80% of Americans believe in responsible gun legislation. Don't take corporate hack money. I didn't take any lobbyist money. Don't take corporate money. Time to move over to a renewable energy economy. Don't take corporate hack. Tidal change, really, in the Democratic Party. Don't take corporate money. We don't own these seats. We rent them from our communities. Working people are not seen in the halls of Congress. No person should be homeless. Are we really just living in excess? Working people are not seen in the halls of Congress. We should have all generations represented in Congress. Under Republican administration, we had 90% marginal tax. Very rich were paying their fair share. So I am a progressive Democrat. Everyday immigrants commit crimes at a far lower rate. The future of our democracy is at stake. The nation is on the line and it cannot wait. Just wrote a $2 trillion check for that tax cut, and nobody asked those folks how are they going to pay for it. And we need to be explicit.
Being polite is not the same thing as being quiet.
The political courage to do it. So campaign on it. It's not normal to hold 800,000 workers' paychecks hostage. That our pockets are only empty when it comes to education and healthcare for our kids. No person in America should be too poor to have to start paying their fair share in taxes.
We're taking power to the policy because we have taken back the House of Representatives. Taking back the House, taking back the House of Representatives. Taking back the House, taking back the House of Representatives. Taking back the House, taking back the House of Representatives. Taking back the House, taking back the House of Representatives. Taking back the House, taking back the House of Representatives. Taking back the House, taking back the House of Representatives.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Listen to this.
Trump, Donald Trump. I'm always number one in the polls. Trump, Donald Trump. Out of control. Trump, Donald Trump. I'm always number one in the polls. Trump, Donald Trump. Out of control.
I am racist.
Fumes going into the atmosphere. Put any pollutant in the air. They didn't want to hurt the environment.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Fumes going into the atmosphere. They don't want to put any pollutant in the air. They didn't want to hurt the environment.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Bomb third world countries. Bomb the shit out of them. Bomb China.
Blow up Mexico.
Bomb the shit out of
Tokyo.
Bomb third world countries. Bomb the shit out of them. Bomb
China. Blow up Mexico.
Bomb the shit out of
Tokyo.
Trump, Donald Trump.
I'm always number one in the polls.
Trump, Donald Trump. Out of control.
We will
Kill these people dead.
They would die. Bye-bye.
Dying, dead. Kill civilians.
No, that's crass.
A gun on every table.
We're ready to start shooting.
We now have a gun on every table.
The bad guys are going to have the guns.
Muslim
Waterboarding. Keep getting mo.
They'll make Oreo. These people are animals.
Like dogs.
Snake, turtle, and toad.
Buffalo. I'm really rich. So wealthy. You want to borrow some money?
Become rich.
I'm really rich. So wealthy. I take. You know, I take $7 billion fucking dollars. Borrow some money?
Become rich.
I'm really rich. So wealthy.
I own the Bank of America building.
Not a nice person.
Big deal.
Small potatoes. Rich. Keep it modest.
Big deal.
Small potatoes. Rich. Keep it modest. If you have to get hit by a tractor. Remember, I have a friend who's a doctor. I love
Donald Trump.
Physical handicap. Joe. When do we beat Mexico? Physical handicap. Joe. When do we beat Mexico?
We'll tear your soul apart.
Forever and ever.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Forever and ever.
We'll tear your soul apart. isn't for your eyes. This isn't for your eyes.
One of them bit me. She's a zombie. You believe everything you hear on TV? One of them bit me. Just another zombie. Keep together, stay sharp, and follow me. One of them bit me. She's a zombie. Oh, come on, it was pretty funny. One of them bit me.
1, 2, 3.
You're not safe there. We're coming over. We're going to Winchester. We're coming to get you, Barbara. Have a cup of tea and wait for all this to blow over, motherfucker.
Bodies of the recently deceased are returning to life and attacking the living.
I don't think I've got it in me to shoot my flatmate, my mum, and my girlfriend all in the same evening. One of them bit me. She's a zombie. You believe everything you hear on TV? One of them bit me. Just another zombie. Keep together, stay sharp, and follow me. One of them bit me. She's a zombie. Oh, come on, it was pretty funny. One of them bit me. She's a zombie. Yeah, boy. You better believe it. I fucking knew it. 29 bullets. Cock it.
It's been a funny sort of day, hasn't it?
For a hero, you're quite a hypocrite.
He takes one step outside and you are in deep, absolutely deepest, absolutely deep, absolutely deep, absolutely
Shit, ma.
deepest, absolutely deepest, absolutely absolutely
You schmuck.
You klutz. It's a
Schmuck.
you klutz. Come on.
Nasty, total phony, disgrace to our country.
It's not easy.
Nasty, total phony, disgrace to our country.
Denigrate our history.
Nasty, total phony, disgrace to our country.
It's not easy.
Nasty, total phony.
And disparage our great country.
Violated the Constitution.
They found collusion. Got problems. Sought foreign help in the last election. A very bad person.
Seriously violated the Constitution.
They found collusion. Got problems.
Trying to tear down our institutions.
I never knew the depth of this corruption.
Obstruction.
Impeachment inquiry. Is a democracy, not a monarchy. Asking Ukraine to benefit him politically. Is a democracy, not a monarchy. Impeachment inquiry. Is a democracy, not a monarchy.
A little dicey.
Is a democracy, not a monarchy.
Pattern of conduct, so corrupt.
Resist and obstruct.
Misconduct. Pattern of conduct, so corrupt.
Resist and
I
obstruct.
think they're covering up. Very provocative. I don't know what the crime is.
The president has already admitted
Crimes that were so obvious that anybody would be
They
prosecuted.
don't love what I've done. How did he get away with that one?
flagrant abuse of his oath of office.
Making a troubling promise.
Speaking to a room loaded up with socialists.
I mean, there was total bias.
No, not communists. This guy.
The lies.
We've lost the FBI.
This guy.
The lies.
We've lost the FBI. They should impeach him.
You've seen what's been happening.
Staying up like a ship, just keep going.
They should impeach him.
You've seen what's been happening.
It's shocking. I'm defending him. They should impeach him.
You've seen what's been happening.
Staying up like a ship, just keep going.
They should
We
impeach him.
cannot trust the administration with respect to anything.
Nasty, total phony, disgrace to our country.
It's not easy.
Nasty, total phony, disgrace to our country.
Denigrate our history.
Nasty, total phony, disgrace to our country.
It's not easy.
Nasty, total phony.
And disparage our great country.
Violated the Constitution.
They found collusion. Got problems.
Sought foreign help in the last election.
A very bad person.
Seriously violated the Constitution.
They found collusion. Got problems.
Trying to tear down our institutions.
I never knew the depth of this corruption.
Obstruction.
misrepresenting official documents, minions leading the Justice Department.
Demean our law enforcement.
Very dishonest intelligence.
Official impeachment.
I never talked to a Ukrainian official, and everything I did is legal.
The president must be held accountable.
Enemy of the people. Left-wing haters.
What's going to happen when we go further? I have the bikers.
Ukraine helping their political campaign.
I think we're all to blame.
So let me tell you, first of all, you have a fly on your head. You have a fly on your head.
Senator Harris says.
You have a fly on your head. American people know what I'm talking about. You have a fly on your head.
I'm pro-fly.
You have a fly on your head. You owe money to somebody. You have a fly on your head. I'm speaking. You have a fly on your head.
You know, the reality is.
You have a fly on your head. That is a fact. Fly on your head. You have a fly on your head.
Senator Harris says.
You have a fly on your head. American people know what I'm talking about. You have a fly on your head.
I'm pro-fly.
You have a fly on your head. You owe money to somebody. You have a fly on your head. I'm speaking. You have a fly on your head.
You know, the reality is.
You have a fly on your head. That is a fact.
Is that an idea whose time has come or what?
Whoa! Thank you for your time.
Thanks for coming.
Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.